Tears of Fate, Chapter 5, The Eviction. One Thursday morning, as it was expected for all shops in Lagos to observe an environmental cleanup exercise till 10 o'clock, Mary had gone to work and Chimamanda had left earlier for an appointment. Taiwo was the only one at home, as Kihind was in Edo State for her admission process into the University of Benin. Surprisingly, Dr. Mark returned to the house. He must have left something important at home, and as the security man opened the gate, he hurriedly parked his 500cl Mercedes-Benz by the corner and rushed inside. Noticing him, Taiwo rushed in to greet him, but Dr. Mark was surprised to realize that someone was still at home. "Why are you still at home? Aren't you going for your apprenticeship today?" He managed to ask, because lately, he hardly talked to Taiwo, but had only played along, just to keep his promise to Mary and Kihind. "No sir, I am around, and I even wanted to see you. I don't know if you're in a hurry," she pleaded, and then Dr. Mark stood and asked her to say whatever it was. He was already through with what brought him home and was about to hurry out, before he noticed Taiwo's presence. Pretentiously, Taiwo walked towards him with her eyes as dull as that of a cheated lady. "I know that I have not been all you wanted me to be, but I am sorry for everything. I need your love, please. I cannot afford to be hated by you, sir." She kept reciting, but Dr. Mark, who was already running out of time, quickly told her not to worry. "I must say that this is rather thoughtful, and coming from you makes it even more special. By the way, I never hated you. I have liked your mother from the first day I picked you all, and she has never disappointed me. Your sister, Kihind, has been wonderful, but if you decide to be a changed person, trust me, you will always have my blessing. Don't forget that the job you're doing now is not my intention for you, but you chose it yourself," he said while trying to walk out, but to his greatest dismay, Taiwo pushed him back inside and opened her cloth, which revealed her nakedness. The ugly sight almost embarrassed Dr. Mark. Being a gynecologist, he must have been accustomed to seeing naked women almost every day in the course of his work. He however tried to force Taiwo out, before even asking what came over her, but suddenly, his wife, Chimamanda, appeared from nowhere. "Hi, what am I seeing? Can someone tell me what is going on here?" she shouted, and behold, Taiwo, who came in with a sorry face a while ago, suddenly became bold and started narrating how Dr. Mark had been sleeping with her. I will say it. He is responsible for my baby that he aborted. Foolish man, you think I won't expose you? He came back from work because he knew that I would be alone at home, but I refused to give him today, and he started dragging me." Chimamanda clapped her hands as a sign of disappointment over her husband, who could hardly even say a word. Due to the shock from what Taiwo had claimed, "Are you telling me that my eyes are dimmed? At least I saw what happened when I came in. You were even dragging her. Oh my God, what type of a man are you? You are so wicked. We are here praying for the fruit of the womb, and yet you have the temerity to throw away the one that God gave you, shameless man. Is that why you left your office, just to mess around with a girl that even calls you father? By the way, how am I sure you're not also sleeping with their mother, shameless man?" When Mary returned home that day, she was surprised to notice that Chimamanda was seriously ranting and calling her names. Also, she realized that their bags were already thrown out and their door locked. She tried to ask questions as to what led to that, but instantly, Chimamanda asked her to take her things and get out of their lives. "Ma, don't I just deserve to know what actually happened?" she asked. But then Dr. Mark also added that she should take her belongings and leave his house with her daughters. "I am so disappointed in this girl called Taiwo, but my greater worry is that she has succeeded in making my wife, who has never spoken to me in such a rude manner, to insult me over what I had never thought of. All the same, take her and leave." At that point, Mary knew that whatever it was must have something to do with Taiwo, so she started asking her questions, but Taiwo was ready to defend her lies to any length. as she began to tell Mary how Dr. Mark had been sleeping with her to the point of impregnating her. Mary was short of words and didn't know what to believe anymore. She then picked their bags and took Taiwo with her. They slept under the bridge again that night, but the following morning, Mary secured a small room with the money she saved from her cleaning job at the hospital. It was from their one-room apartment that she called Kahind on the phone the next day to explain to her what happened. But as a sensitive girl, Kahind returned the next day and went straight to Dr. Mark's house, but unfortunately, the security man did not allow her in. On a second thought, she decided to go straight to the hospital, and on seeing her, Dr. Mark could not hold back his tears. He saw her like a daughter, a precious one at that. "I don't know how to explain this, but your sister has taken away all that I planned for you. She knew that her chances were slim, and she used that trick to destroy your own chance. Even my wife is still mad at me, believing that I actually did what she claimed, but God is my witness. I have done nothing but loved you girls like my own," he explained in tears. "I do not know any other father except you, but only God knows why he allowed that to happen. What else can I say?" Kahind managed to say, and then picked up her small bag to leave.